Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys some new July 11th hot fixes. Normally on the channel I usually only go over mage hot fixes, but I was like, hey, might as well go over all hot fixes. I'm going to go through some gameplay in a little bit here. But let's quickly take a look at the hot fixes. Yesterday I posted a video saying why I'm not queuing much arena, and the basis of the video is that Resto Shaman's Earth Shield is way too tanky. And look at this, boys. Today we have Resto Shaman Earth Shield nerfs. It's like my prayers have been answered. Thank you, Blizzard. Real talk. The timing of that was literally a few hours after I posted that video. These changes came in. I promise I'm not on the inside. There's no colluding happening here. I don't know. It's just it got nerfed after I made the video. It wasn't my fault. I'm sorry, all you Resto Shaman mains out there. Don't blame me. I'm just saying, I'm happy about this change. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff first. Resto Shamans. By the way, guys, these aren't huge nerfs. They are just nerfs. Resto Shamans are probably still going to be the best healer, if I had to guess. It's not like they made her shield, do half as much healing or half as much damage reduction. Let's jump right into it, I guess. Alright, so Earth Shield's cooldown is 6 seconds instead of 5. The reason this is good is because if you bait the swap on the Earth Shield to someone, it's a second later till they can swap it back. In addition, if you hit the Earth Shield stacks off really quick, it's a second later till they can reapply the Earth Shield to somebody. So for two different reasons, this is, a 1 second nerf is a very slight nerf, but it still is, a step in the right direction. Earth Shield's internal cooldown increased to 1 second instead of 0.5. I didn't even know it was 0.5 seconds, actually. I didn't know that at all. But I guess when you Earth Shield it, the ICD would come back up very quickly. Now it's going to take a full 1 second. So once again, very minimal change, but it'll help a little bit. They're not going to be able to Earth Shield and immediately Riptide. They'll have to Earth Shield, wait, and then Riptide or something like that. So that little half a second does come into play quite often in PvP, but once again, guys, very minimal change. Mana regeneration reduced by 10%. I think this is a great change. I'd say Holy Priest and Archons have the two best mana capabilities right now, so the fact that they're reducing Holy Priest mana and Resto Shaman mana, it's like, wow, devs, hats off, great changes. And I've said that about the past couple patch notes, but they seem to really just understand what needs to be buffed and nerfed recently. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. In my opinion, Resto Shaman's needed a bigger nerf. In my opinion, Boomkins also need a nerf. And then there's a lot of stuff that just needs not nerfs, but maybe changes, like Frost Mage, for example. Frost Mage isn't OP. Well, Frost Mage is actually pretty good. But my point is, the playstyle is kind of wanky. You just slow everything. Sheeping is bad because you'd rather just have a slowdown instead of sheeping someone. You just put a blizzard on the whole map, and maybe a nerf to the slow and a buff to... Anyway, Holy Priest mana regeneration reduced by 10%. Awesome. Absorb from Earth and Shield is now affected by dampening. This seems more like a bug to me. Maybe it should have always been that way, but that's good. So Earth and Shield and dampening isn't just going to be amazing, and this might be actually a pretty big nerf in dampening to Resto Shamans as well. And then, guys, Holy Pallies were terrible. 3% int template increase, cool. They're not going to be, 3% is not much, but, anything helps. Mistweaver, same thing, mana regeneration reduced, because Mistweavers were, way better on mana than other healers as well. And Weigh the Crane, mana cost increase. So every time they Weigh the Crane, it's going to take more and more of their mana. And the PvP stat template increased by 3% for Resto Druids, and Resto Druids were definitely hurting as well. So these are a bunch of healer changes, guys. Nerfs to Resto Shaman, nerfs to Holy Priest, and nerfs to monks, and buffs to paladins and druids. So all in line with what we wanted. So Blizzard, hats off to you guys, good job. With these July 11th hotfixes. Now let's hop into some Holy Priest gameplay. That's right, guys. I said Holy Priest. Xaryu just unlocked his holy weapon yesterday. This is either day 1. I think when I record this, it was day 1 or day 2. I think day 2, actually, of my priest. So, guys, disclaimer. I'm a noob. I'm learning my abilities. I'm learning my keybinds. I'm making macros. I'm kind of adjusting, you know, my gameplay each loss, each win, kind of figuring out when I need to use certain cooldowns, and Holy Priest is a very cooldown dependent class. In this game, I'm playing the Presence of, or not Presence of Mind, but the Palm, Prayer of Mending build, where I just spam Prayer of Mending, keep up renews on people, and the healing is pretty awesome. What I want to talk about in this video, though, is, look, so I'm 80% mana here at the start of this game, and that sounds about normal. Like, okay, I'm down to 80% mana, but what just got nerfed in the video, one of the nerfs was Holy Priest mana regeneration nerfs. Look at this, guys. I was just at 80% a second ago, and now I'm at 90%. It's just like you constantly have old school druid innervate on you or something. Like your mana is just constantly going up, and it's not like you have to heal that much to keep people up. You just throw the renews, you throw the palms, and especially against something like an affliction warlock, maybe a shadow priest, maybe a boomkin, anything with spread pressure that's double or triple dotting. If you just use that prayer mending, everyone's topped with just prayer mending and renew. I haven't had to use this whole game Ray of Hope, Guardian, my Light. Actually, I just used it right there, but that's a healing increase as well. My Boomkin gets quite low. I use Guardian on him to top him back off. But, you know, maybe if I was better at Holy Priest, whatever, I could have even prevented that right there. But look, my mana is still sitting at around 80%, and you'll see as this game goes on, that's pretty much where it's going to stay at. So the point of this video, well, one, I wanted to show you guys Xaryu's Holy gameplay because, you know, I had a great time playing it. But two, kind of show you that the nerfs for Holy Priest were definitely warranted here, at least the mana regen. Definitely a good change. They have a lot of lockouts on me, though, and the one thing that I have been learning from my Holy Priest is when you're out of instant cast and you kind of need the cast and people have lockouts for you, the only thing you can really do is flash heal, right? So once you use all your instant cast and someone's getting low, it's like you're kind of screwed. So the whole thing is you have to use your instant cast when they're needed so that when people have kicks, you don't need to cast, right? And that's kind of what I've been learning on my Priest. If you guys haven't been, playing much WoW or playing much Holy Priest, I have Holy Ward on a 30-second cooldown, a 30 or 45-second cooldown, and that makes me immune to the next CC that hits me. I have Fade, which is actually Greater Fade on a 30-second cooldown, which makes me immune to all damage for 4 seconds. So it's like a 30-second cooldown bubble. It's pretty freaking awesome. I have Serenity, which is the big heal for priests that kind of just, if I press it, it's going to top somebody. I have Renew, which is the classic Renew. My tab button is Light of something, and it reduces healing, or increases healing by about 40-45%. And I don't know all of the in-depth stuff on Priest, guys. Like I said, I've only been playing for about a day. But definitely been enjoying it quite a bit, and that's pretty much the rotation. So with Palm, with Flash Heal, with Serenity, with Renew, I have Chastise. Actually, it's a 1-minute cooldown, but it gets reduced by Smite. And the Chastise, if you spec into it, which most people do, is actually a stun. So it's a 5-second undispellable stun. That might be a topic for another video, but it's undispellable, which is a little wacky. You can't dispel it at all. So without any type of setup, if you just stun someone, you can just 100-0 them, and they can't get dispelled out of it. So it's not like you have to cross CC the healer like with most stuns, or with like a Deep Freeze, or with a Hammer of Justice, or whatever. You have to always cross CC so it can't just get dispelled. But with the Chastise, undispellable, so you can just do your setups just like that. Boom, Chastise, kill, dead. But as I've been talking for about a minute or two, I want you guys to take a look back at my mana bar. It's about 90% still, and I've just been casting pretty much this whole game, global after global after global after global, and my mana is still, right here, I'm actually about 95% mana, and I just think that's so goofy. Look, I got to 97% mana at one point there. 5 minutes into this game, it just seems kind of ridiculous. By the way, I am playing Boomkin in hands. I don't think it's the best comp. These guys are just my friends, and they're like, want to queue, and I'm like, sure, I want to practice my Holy Priest, and we just had a good time playing it. So, whatever. It's not, I wouldn't go like, if you're a Holy Priest, play this, it's OP, it's OP. There's probably better comps you can run. I don't know if I know the best comps for Holy Priest off the top of my head. I think, Boomkin Demon Hunter is rather good. I know a lot of the spell cleaves rather good. I've played Mage Destro Holy. It's pretty good. I know there's a lot of good comps. I haven't fully fleshed them out yet, though, on my Priest. Warlock's getting low. The Trinket is forced. A full Hex goes out on the Metaphors. And the Warlock does go down to that CC. And I use Ray of Hope for, like, one of the first times this game and just taught myself. Ray of Hope is a pretty cool spell that will stop all incoming damage. and healing kind of delay it and give you a 50% healing increase. So all of the damage is added up, all the healing is added up, and at the end the ray can either be positive or negative from there and either hurt you or heal you, which is usually heals you because it's a 50% healing increase. But yeah, cool game there. I just wanted to show you guys this because the Holy Priest nerfs, and I've been having a good time on my Holy Priest, but I'm still glad they got nerfed because they really should be. But anyways, guys, talk to me in the comments below about what you guys think about these nerfs. Do you guys think it's a big conspiracy that I'm working at Blizzard telling them what to nerf? No, I'm just kidding. I really, I don't know, guys. I posted that video and a few hours later, all this stuff happened. I promise. I don't know what's going on. But Blizzard, if you're watching my videos, I love you. Peace.